And this is USGT here at Norcal Hobbies, and let's see, I'm running my buddy's bodies, I can't remember. I think I'm the antepenultimate car. So there's the yellow in the very back, the orange, and then it's my car. So that's fifth position. But anyway, it's a fun race. So there is a takeaway for this for me during this race. So the car, been wondering how to set it up because the tires are very, very different compared to TC, so I've been playing around with it. This is sort of the car where I tried to experiment, and then one of the things that I did was for the arms, I started initially with shims, 2.5 millimeter worth of shims on the top inside arms. That's how I started Qualifier 1. So Qualifier 1, I did way better than Qualifier 2. But then what I ended up doing was the following. From 2.5 millimeters up top in the center all around, I decided to remove 0.5 from the front. So I removed 0.5 from the front, just went with 2 millimeters in the front, 2.5 in the rear. And again, I'm referring to the top arms center. And my times went from Qualifier 1, fastest lap 18.188, say 18.19, to 18.84 for the top 5. So the first number was the top lap, and then the last numbers were the average of the top 5 laps. So that was Qualifier 1. So Qualifier 2, after I removed that 0.5 worth of shims from the front, my fastest lap went down to 17.949, so say 0.2, but my consistency went down from 93.7 to 93%, and my average laps were 18.235, so that's half a second faster. The only thing is, the car was much harder to drive because it kept wanting to, the rear kept wanting to pass the front, so it was just oversteering. It was really difficult to control. So the rear was really free. So I decided for Qualifier 3 that I needed to remove shims from the rear, so now I have 2 millimeters all around, and it definitely slowed down the rotation of the rear by doing that. So now my top lap was 18.472, so my top lap is now the slowest, but my average top 5 was 18.767, which is faster than Qualifier 1 but slower than Qualifier 2, but my consistency went up to 95.8 because the car is a lot easier to drive as it is here. And as you can see, given how many screw-ups and mistakes I'm doing, what that means is I'm consistently bad. That's the conclusion that I have come to. So given that these are USGT tires, definitely would like some tips. But I think I'm going to go maybe 600 CST in the front shocks. That's one, and then I'll probably go with the next rate of springs. Right now I'm running the factory dual rate springs, so I might go with just linear. Let me know in the comments if you have suggestions, if I should go linear or not, or what springs I should go. So those are the two things that I'm thinking of still keeping the 3-hole pistons that I have in there. I have all the pistons, I can always swap them out. But let's see, what else can I do? I might, I'm not sure if I should really mess around with the roll center, but I'm open to suggestions. But that's one of the things that I learned. So it was just messing around with roll center, playing around here with shims, just going from that 2.5 to 2 in the front, really livened up the rear end of the vehicle. But for me, it was just too difficult to drive, so I probably needed to make some other modifications. Like I said, maybe harder springs in the front, maybe softer springs in the rear, maybe thicker shock oil in the front as well. Right now I'm running 500, it's an odd number, I don't remember what it is, 513, whatever I have. But those are some of the things. But I don't like playing with too many variables at one time, so this time that's what I ran. But we'll see what tweaks and changes I end up doing. I wish this were a permanent track and I could just hang out a whole day. That's the red shell right there on the right. He purposely stands on the right because he needs attention. If any of you would like to adopt him, or at least give him a free hug from once in a while, please do. I'm sure it will help his shelliness. No, I'm kidding. He's a cool guy. Don't touch him. You don't want to. But anyway, that's the end of the race. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
What? Oh, my hair! My tongue! My rod!